Hey there guys, I just wanted to give a quick update in this brief video, but I have purchased an Xbox Series S, so the footage that you're seeing right now of Assassin's Creed 1 is all captured directly from an Xbox Series S. And this game runs at an updated 60 FPS, it has high visuals, and it is amazing that this game can run at this performance on Xbox Series S, because I didn't stream it, I actually purchased it directly from the Xbox Game Store, given the fact that Xbox has backwards compatibility like crazy. That being said though, I'm only able to record up to 4 minutes of gameplay on the Xbox Series S because for whatever reason, Microsoft, even though they are technically a more experienced company than Sony, for some reason cannot put in a better option for actually capturing gameplay via their DVR service. And apparently you have to purchase an external hard drive to record up to an hour's worth of gameplay, but that's just really stupid because PS4 and PS5 give you the ability to actually record up to an hour's worth of gameplay. So I have to figure out what exactly I'll be doing on my end. But what I will say though is that this definitely opens up a new level of possibility for what games I could potentially put on my channel. And Assassin's Creed 1 is the only game I have on the Xbox right now because Xbox unfortunately doesn't have interesting exclusives, and a lot of the games that Microsoft favors are just multiplayer games or big trendy titles like Call of Duty or Halo, which are so unimaginative, uninteresting, and so boring and not really creative. And this is why I much prefer playing on Sony's hardware, because they at least favor better games that are a little bit more creative. Not a little bit more, way more creative than any title on Xbox. But who knows? Maybe I'll be able to play games that originally I had on PS3 on the Xbox now, and I'll actually be able to record them, so that'll be great. But that all depends because the Xbox version that I have right now is a digital-only console, so it's going to be hard for me to play certain games without getting a disc from Amazon, for instance. But whatever. I'll have to make do with what I have so far. Oh, and also, I should probably mention that Xbox doesn't have any kind of equivalent to Share Factory, so in order to actually make this video, I'm having to download this video directly from my Xbox, which is also a very strange process, because for whatever reason, you cannot upload Xbox videos directly to YouTube or some kind of streaming platform. You have to upload directly to the Xbox Network or upload to OneDrive, and there are problems with uploading to Xbox Network because it will just constantly say, oh, your video is queued for upload, but it will never showcase any kind of increase in percentage. So I had to use OneDrive for that and then download the video from there and then actually bring it onto USB and then put it onto Share Factory so that I can actually make this video. So why on earth Microsoft hasn't favored that kind of service similar to Share Factory, I have no idea, but they just say, oh, just upload it directly to your PC and just edit from there because, you know, we are a PC corporation that has these kind of capabilities. So just deal with that. But that really shouldn't have to be so tedious. Like, you should have a very user-friendly option, which is having some kind of editing software directly on your console, just like Sony does. So I really don't agree with this kind of decision with Microsoft. But again, this is something I'm going to have to get used to when I'm actually trying to upload videos directly from Xbox. But yeah, this is just a quick update video. That's really all I have to say about the Xbox. I mean, if you just want to hear some minor tidbits of information, all I'll say is the Xbox's UI is very cumbersome, and a lot of the stylistic choices that they favored with Xbox make it a little confusing to navigate a lot of the menus. I don't like the controller. The controller's D-pad feels pretty unresponsive, so do the buttons, and it feels like at times I have to press the buttons slightly harder than usual in order to register inputs. With the way the analog sticks and the D-pad are placed, when I try to interact with the D-pad, my thumb feels a bit uncomfortable with that. So yeah, don't really like the controller so much. And I just feel like Xbox is mainly built for online gaming, and given that I'm not really an online gamer myself, I don't know what remains to be seen with a potential assortment of games to play on the Xbox. And like I said, Assassin's Creed 1 is the only game I have right now because I wanted to use it as a baseline way to test my thoughts on the Xbox and to get used to the recording system. But currently at the moment, my expectations aren't so high with Xbox right now. Of course, I'll at least be able to look forward to the Xbox Game Pass and the Xbox Marketplace, because, of course, with the backwards compatibility, I can play these Xbox 360 games at a higher frame rate and a higher resolution, and it feels really good. So, like I said, any games that I had on PS3, I can likely find on the Xbox Marketplace and just download them from there. But I'm pretty sure a lot of the games I'm looking for aren't going to be available on the Xbox Marketplace, given that they're very niche titles and they are quickly forgotten by the mainstream audience. So that's why they aren't really available on Sony's Marketplace or on Xbox's Marketplace. But again, there are many games in the Xbox 360's era that are probably worth playing, or they're probably games that are available on PS3 for me, but I'll be able to download them directly onto Xbox Series X because of the backwards compatibility. And yeah, the backwards compatibility is a really cool thing. I do like that. It's just I wish the games were better because I'm not a big fan of a lot of these trendy games, and most games nowadays just feel like one-off titles, not really striving for anything, not really having any sense of creativity, with the same level of proportion as Resident Evil, for instance, or any other really cool games. But once again, that remains to be seen once I actually take the time to explore the marketplace and the like. But this has been my quick little update on the fact that I have an Xbox Series S. Thank you all for watching, and you take care now.